Between the office of Pope and President, which is easier to achieve? You want power? Try to become the US President. You want wealth? Become a CEO. But what if you want a position with spiritual influence over 1.6 billion people, across 180 countries, and for the rest of your life? That's becoming the Pope. You can't apply for this job. It has happened in history. Theoretically, the requirements are very simple. Be a man and be a Catholic. Today, we will show you the 4 tests you must pass. And the final test is one of the most secret and tense political battles on the planet. Filter number 1. The entry requirements remove women. This has eliminated more than half of the world's population. Then, you must spend almost 10 years studying philosophy and theology. And most importantly, you must commit to a lifelong vow of celibacy. If you can do that, you'll become one of 300,000 priests. You've made it into the first round, but you are just a foot soldier in a giant army. To get noticed, you must pass the next filter, where advancement only happens when someone dies. Filter number 2. The waiting game and the luck of the draw. To become a bishop, you cannot apply. You must be on a secret list of nominations and wait for one of the 5,000 current bishops to retire or pass away. Then, you must pass a rigorous background check by the Apostolic Nuncio, followed by a council at the Vatican, and finally the approval of the Pope himself. Thousands of talented people have failed at this step just because the timing wasn't right, or simply because the Pope wasn't favorable to you. But if you get through, you've made it into the top 5,000 most powerful people, filtered from 300,000 priests. Now, you must face the most difficult filter, getting the attention of a single person on earth. Filter number 3. The silent political campaign. From 5,000 bishops, only about 200 will get to wear the red hat of a cardinal. And this decision rests entirely with the current Pope. You must prove you are loyal, capable, and influential. This is a political game at the highest level. If you succeed, congratulations! You've made it to the final round. And the most difficult task of your career begins, waiting for your boss to pass away. And this is when the final door opens. Filter number 4. The Papal Conclave. The battle in a locked room. When the Pope dies, you and the other cardinals are locked inside the Sistine Chapel. No phones, no internet, completely isolated from the outside world. An election begins, where you must win 2/3 of the vote. So how do you gain the trust of 2/3 of the cardinals when everyone wants to be the Pope? This is not a simple vote. It's a battle of factions, implicit promises, and complex strategies, lasting for days, even weeks. The longest papal conclave in history lasted for almost 3 years. To be exact, 1,006 days. The new cardinals were only able to elect the new Pope, Gregory X, in September 1271, making this the longest papal conclave in the history of the Catholic Church. After each failed vote, black smoke rises from the chimney, signaling to the world that the battle continues, until white smoke appears. If you are the winner, you will become the person with the greatest spiritual influence on the planet. Almost 200 global presidents will bow to you. Personally, the most shocking thing is not the difficulty of this journey, but its paradox. To achieve a position that is entirely spiritual, a person must be a master of worldly politics. They must be both a devout believer and a shrewd politician, both patient and ambitious. And perhaps it is this very ability to balance between two opposing worlds that is the true quality that makes a pope. And perhaps that very paradox is the secret that has helped it endure for 2,000 years. In the end, the purpose of this video is not to judge, but to show us the extraordinary filtering process behind one of the most revered responsibilities on the planet. My question for you is, what makes 4 billion people in the world feel it's unfair? Why not choose women? And why the celibacy? What makes them accept such a trade-off to become a pope? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like these interesting stories, like and subscribe to the channel to sponsor the next interesting knowledge video. Wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching.